Yo, how y'all doing today? Everhood, an RPG. Undertale, another RPG. Similar, of course, but mind-numbingly opposites. Or so I've been told. When I was first recommended this game, I was drawn in with the words, if you like Undertale, then you'll love this. And yeah, that was pretty accurate. I did end up loving the game, but oh my god, did I expect something completely different than what I got. This is not a rhythm game. Sometimes it doesn't even look like a game. Everhood is an experience that you should all experience, whether you like RPGs or not. And even more so than Undertale, it strays far from traditional RPG elements. And the very first indicator of that is the combat of the game, and I can only describe it as reverse Guitar Hero. Rather than hitting the notes, you avoid the notes. And your movement options include sidestepping, jumping, and jump rolling, and it may seem simple at first, but oh my god, this game is anything but later on. And I don't mean that just in the sense of the note patterns get more complicated as the game progresses. I mean that in the sense of these bosses just straight up start doing DMT mid-fight. Memorable doesn't even begin to describe this. Like, the sense of identity this gives the game is just so insane, and it's especially cool to see in contrast with how you interact with the NPCs in the world. Some NPCs are pseudo-nihilistic, trying to find some meaning out of the mundane routine of Everhood. Some characters accept their position in the world. Some cling to this world and reap the greedy benefits of it, and others know that all things must come to an end. For a game so vibrant and constantly throwing new things out at you, it almost seems like there's just an overwhelming sense of emptiness looming over the player. If there's one thing that Everhood did a really good job of while I was playing, was making me feel alone in a room full of people. It was like I could only catch glimpses to the true nature of certain people, how they used to act, you know, the person they once were. And while I was getting closer to figuring that out, it felt like I was not getting any closer to truly understanding this world. So, do you accept immortality? You have no choice but to say yes, by the way. It's only natural to enter a world full of immortals. You would have to become immortal yourself and shed your humanity. And our immortal self takes the form of a doll named Red. And the first thing we're greeted with upon entering this new world is getting one of our arms stolen. What an amazing first impression. In our pursuit of this gnome, we so happen to run into a really chill frog. He teaches you the ropes of the game's combat, and then off you go. Along the way, we run into this club, but the bouncer won't let us in without giving him 20 schmuckles. So to get said schmuckles, we have to fight this death machine of an ATM. Not really hard at all, but we eventually make our way inside. Chop it up with a few new faces, and then we eventually run into this glasses dude, and he gets super mad and initiate boss fight. Once again, nothing too crazy, you know, we obviously diff him, and then we're on our way again. We snag the VIP card from him, and if you make your way to the far right of the club, you see this mysterious figure. He doesn't do much, but he gives you a magic 8-ball and then just disappears. Anyways, if you give your VIP card to the other guard, then you're finally able to make your way out of the club. One music puzzle later, and we finally caught up to the gnome to retrieve our arm, but he is not alone. We're greeted by Gold Pig and Purple Mage, and Gold Pig is what appears to be the ringleader, the person that put a hit out on us to steal our arm. And he immediately levitates us and throws us into the incinerator. By the way, good luck dodging this and getting the achievement for it. It is horrible. So we die and everything fades to black. Until these little star tracers start swirling, and then they all start forming into this ball of light. A ball of light that explodes, and then we get sucked into this fractal, and now we're just in a boss fight. Right? Just a normal boss fight. No, it's not a normal boss fight, no. Soon we see that we are clearly not in the same plane of existence that we previously were. We are not alive. Yet, at least. The frog showing up is the least strangest thing in this entire fight. Because who is this glowing pink figure, and why are they also missing their arm? They show up for a little bit, then disappear, and then you find yourself in this weird black space. If you follow the trail for a little bit, you'll run into this gnome and initiate acid trip. The visuals in this battle are insane. What are we even battling? I mean, even the developers show up mid-fight. Get very used to reality just randomly breaking in this game. The world itself is very dreamlike, so like, it isn't even surprising. It's just the fact that it comes out of nowhere. I feel like that perfectly describes a lot of things in this game. One moment you're fighting the higher beings between a rift of time and space, and the next moment you're playing Mario Kart. And this is all within like the first 40 minutes to an hour of the game. Granted, it's not that long of a game, but there's so much packed into each moment that it honestly feels like it's longer than it actually is. And the difficulty of certain things fluctuate. Like, it's not just, oh, you get to the end game and everything is harder. Some things are actually easier. It's also hard to tell what's actually a side quest or a part of your main goal. So you just end up doing everything, honestly. Except for this. Except for this. But you know me, I don't want to harp on story beats too long. After all, you gotta play the game for yourself. You don't want me to spoil everything. Because while the story starts off fairly simple, you just retrieving your arm, it spirals into something completely different. Now, different how? Play the game for yourself and find out. For now, let's loop back around to this battle system, because this is what keeps me coming back to Everhood. If you've ever played a rhythm game before or are a rhythm game player, then you know that we tend to strive for perfection. But what happens when you play a rhythm game that has no rhythm? Well, that's not a rhythm game. This game so happens to be more closer to a bullet hell. A really unique one at that. And you don't just get points for no hitting. Since there's no perfect notes to hit, the way you get extra points is by near missing. So the skill ceiling gets wicked, like absolutely demonic, bro. The secret bosses in this game, Jesus. I don't need to say much. And that's not even factoring in the mods. I really feel like they struck gold with this gameplay. It's super familiar, yet it innovates and changes things in a way that makes it fresh. It also makes it to where if you're a completionist, don't even bother. Just don't bother. Unless you have the intentions of getting absolutely cracked at the game or no life in the game or both, there are no hit achievements for every single boss. And they don't try to be generous. They don't at all. You remember that incinerator? Yeah, there's an achievement for no hitting. The first part of that and the second part of it. There was this one dude in the community that no hit every single boss in the game and spent over a year trying to no hit Incinerator Part 2 and still hasn't done it yet. And to me, that's still not even the worst achievement in my personal opinion. There's this section of the game where there's this super long hallway, right? And you really can't feasibly reach the end. Well, there's an achievement for reaching the end. It takes 3 to 4 real life hours to reach it. 888 rooms. Yeah, that's not happening, bro. No. Some of these other bosses are just not getting no hit. Mainly the secret bosses. I'm not doing it. I can't be bothered. No. I came so close to no hitting Cat God, like so close. And then my game crashed and my PC blue screen. I'm not doing it again. No. I would rather grind for the ultimate Keyblade and Final Mix Proud difficulty occasional. I'm not doing it. No, I'm just not. Still an amazing game though. It gets the canon golden seal of approval. Beautiful story, beautiful characters, amazing lesson in just like life, death, and all things must come to an end, you know? Your life in this game just so happens to come to an end multiple times, you know, during the bosses. You know, that's not even counting the modding scene. You know what? Just look at this. Just look. Just nope, not doing it, nope. You know, one part of me is impressed and another very vocal part is scared. But hey, that's Everhood. Go play it, bro. What are you waiting for? Now, I know it got a sequel this year. I haven't tried it yet, but I've heard some interesting things about it. The general consensus that I got from it is that like a lot of people really like the bosses and the gameplay significantly improved, but the story is lacking. And there's another side of people telling me that everybody is stupid and the story is actually amazing and it's just significantly better than the first game, but I have to try it for myself, of course. From the small snippets that I have seen, the bosses look amazing, so I'll definitely have to peep it for myself. Like, I'm very confused as to how like they even set up a sequel, like knowing the ending of Everhood, but you know, I'll see. But with that, our time together comes to a close. Dog, I've been playing Final Mix on Proud Mode like this whole time. I have no words for this game. I'm trying to go through every single KH game right now. And like on one half, I'm enjoying KH1 like a lot. The story is amazing. I could appreciate a lot of the gameplay, especially for a PS2 game. But then I'm reminded that this is a PS2 game by like all the BS. Some of the boss fights in this game, I just can't stand them. Granted, I set myself back because I made the sad mistake of picking the sword. Don't fry me. I didn't know, bro. It's my first time going through the Kingdom Hearts games, but some of these bosses just make me want to pull out my dreads, bro. Like Ursula, one of the worst design. Oh my God, the swim mechanics. I could make a video on KH by itself. I'm on the final boss right now. Genuinely, bro, I set myself back so hard. I get MP Rage at level 63 and I'm like level 55 right now. I completely ran out of items by the time I got to the first phase of the actual final boss because the game stretches out and has you fight like 14 different phases of Ansem before that, and then you have mini bosses in a crazy challenge room, but whatever. I loaded back in my save to just grind out levels in the Ultimate Keyblade. I'm not doing it. I'm not finna fight Ansem at like level 50. I'm not doing it. He needs to get shredded today. But yeah, that's the end of my KH rant. Sorry that this video took a little bit longer to come out. Like, I had to trim it down from 2 hours and other difficulties, but whatever, that's besides the point. Make sure you join the official Canon Core Discord server. Link is in the description. Music sections will be in the next video, trust. The next one's gonna be a fun one, but until then, I still don't know how to end video.
Up in here with my tool, they gon' find you in the ditch, yeah. Straight for high rule, you not from it, you a glitch, yeah. Man of my rules, running with the misfits, yeah. Do not misclick, that's gon' get you hit quick, yeah. Death on death, this God, ain't no variation, it's Lord X Lord. I keep a paradise, so I X out of clock. And my name Lucy, when I talk, you